It's Tele Tuesday. I don't have anything really prepared in a production kind of way with multi-tracks, and been a bit of a crazy week, and it's only Tuesday. Um, but it's amazing to me. Mid-priced Telly. It's not even mid-priced. This is the lower end. Beautiful. The neck. Here's what I wasn't expecting. This is a beefy neck, and the feel is very different, but I'm loving it. Got to get used to it. It feels slushy at times. But in keeping with Tele Tuesday, you take this Fender instrument and you plug it into a Fender amp. Man, you get the sound of classic rock for decades. You really do. I mean, I know Les Pauls and Marshalls, and even though Fender Deluxe amps are probably on more records than who knows what, but there's something really great about having that classic sound. And here's a funny one, right? Blue Oyster Cult. Cities of Flame. I saw them at the Capitol a million years ago. But they had Cities of Flame, right? And I'm like, how do all these guitar players stay out of each other's way? The records, I went back and revisited the record, and it doesn't sound like there's that many guitar parts. I think they're doubling up live, but if you remember, it sounds very just like the old Zeppelin records, right? We grew up with Zeppelin, and they were heavy. And you go back and listen to them now, all these decades later, and the records are not, they're heavy, they're full of groove. But, metal would become like, Metallica, speed metal, and whatever in the 80s and 90s, and guitars were huge, drums were huge. You go back and you listen to the guys who started all the harder rock music, and those records are not, they're great records, but they're not huge. But yet they do sound big, but they're not in the context of records we've know from the 80s and 90s and whatnot. But, also, again with Blue Oyster Cult, the other big cult tune, which definitely has a lot of layers. That definitely has a lot of things going on in there. But that's many years after their, maybe not many years, but they had that comeback with Burning For You album. I remember Fires of Unknown Origin. That's 1981. Anyway, happy Tele Tuesday. It's the best it's going to get today.